Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL playoffs are right around the corner, so I'm going to give you my predictions for all the first round games and who I think will win the Super Bowl. So stay tuned. Now I'm going to begin with the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Now the Buffalo Bills, I think they are the most complete team in these playoffs. I mean, you could argue Philadelphia too. But I think Buffalo, they are a complete team, and Miami, they might not have Tua. So I'm going to take the safe pick here with Buffalo. And also the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Now, a lot is in question here, especially Lamar Jackson and his health, whether or not he'll play. But either way, I got the Cincinnati Bengals winning this one. The Chargers and the Jaguars. Who would have thought the Jaguars would get here? But unfortunately, their Cinderella run will end. I think the Chargers are a very underrated team in these playoffs, but I think Jacksonville could give them a game. Now on the NFC side, the San Francisco 49ers, led by Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy, they will be taking on another team that no one really thought would be here, the Seattle Seahawks, led by Pro Bowl quarterback Geno Smith. I got San Fran winning this game. They have a very good defense, and I think they will win this game. The Vikings and the Giants. I think the Vikings are fraudulent, especially because of their defense, but at the same time, they have a very high-powered offense, and I think they are going to get past the Giants here. And the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. I think this will be a really good game. The Buccaneers have a lot of playoff experience on that roster. And I'm actually going to pick them here. I think they're going to win in kind of an upset here. I think the Buccaneers, I think they're getting hot at the right time. And you really should not doubt Tom Brady, especially in the playoffs. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers with this game. Okay, now to the divisional round. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. I mean, obviously a rematch of Monday Night Football, the game that got canceled because of the tragic event of what happened with Damar Hamlin. I got Buffalo winning this game, and it's because I think their defense will be really too much for the Bengals to handle. Even though Cincinnati accomplished a lot last year, I got Buffalo. They're a more complete team. And now the Chargers and the Chiefs in a divisional matchup. I think really the Chiefs have more playoff experience, obviously, and that will give them the edge here, and they will move on to the AFC Championship. Now, to the NFC side, the 49ers and the Vikings. I think the Vikings, like I mentioned earlier, they are fraudulent, and the 49ers, I think they are a team that even though they have a very complete team, people are really sleeping on them because of Brock Purdy. They think he will eventually fail. I really don't think he will. So I'm taking the 49ers here over the Vikings. And the Buccaneers and the Eagles. I think Philly, they're a very complete team, and they will be too much for Brady. And I got Philly winning this game to move on to the NFC Championship game. Now the AFC Championship game, the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills here. I got Buffalo finally getting past Kansas City. You know how it's gone the past 2 years when Kansas City and Buffalo have met in the playoffs. Obviously, last year, one of the greatest playoff games of all time. But I think Buffalo, they finally have the team that can beat Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be going to the Super Bowl. Now, in the NFC, I got the 49ers and the Eagles here. And I think an upset is going to happen here, and that will be San Francisco going to the Super Bowl. I think Jalen Hurts obviously had a great season. He was top 5 in the MVP running, but I think he will be shut down by the San Francisco defense. I think their secondary is going to shut down A.J. Brown too. Brock Purdy, he will play more of a game manager role, and he will let McCaffrey really do all the work, especially as like more of a workhorse in this game. I think it will work out, and San Francisco will move on to the Super Bowl. Now the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. I think this is a battle of two very complete teams, and really the edge here could go to either team. But let me explain why it might be Buffalo. The San Francisco 49ers, their receiving core, they can get a lot of yards after the catch. But at the same time, though, the Buffalo Bills secondary is very stacked. And also, the 49ers here, even though Brock Purdy will be more of a game manager here, I think for Mr. Irrelevant, the lights might be a little too bright for him here. I think winning the Super Bowl is kind of out of the question for him. And I think you really can't run the ball on this Buffalo run defense. So I got Buffalo winning this game. I think it'll be close though. I got the Bills winning this game 28-17. Not necessarily close, but kind of close here. Josh Allen will be the Super Bowl MVP, obviously. And yeah, what do you guys think of my predictions? Comment your predictions down below. Probably the best time of year for an NFL fan. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.